Okay, so moving right along. We got board 3 and board 4 here. Now we got to pick our poison. Both of these have severe corrosion around everything. So this one looks to me like this one here. Is it this one or this one? Sorry, this one here. Looks like all the pins are bent. Well, not all, but looks like the majority from here outwards are all bent here. And it's missing the heat sink down there, which I do have a heat sink. I mean, that's no problem. I can pull one off another board. It just, we'll just keep that in mind that obviously this one here has taken a hit. So we got to choose which one we want to work with here. Let me show you exactly what I'm talking about, as in like corrosion wise here. So we can see here, this one. We got corrosion and bent pins, which is, we can deal with that. And as for, what is this, U14? That doesn't look too bad. There is obviously some crap happening there, right? And then over to board 3, there's no real bent pins, but we can see serious corrosion there and serious corrosion everywhere. So I don't know. What do you want to start with here? Well, I think maybe we'll start with this one, because this one has serious corrosion. So maybe we'll put that one off to the side for now. Right, and I'll make sure that nothing is at least shorted to ground, as in nothing shorted to the 3.3 volt rail, nothing shorted to the 5, and nothing shorted to the 12. Okay, so maybe we will start with this one. I think the best solution to start with this one would be, we probably don't need that, we can shut that down, is a cleanup. I think that's what we should do first. I don't really care about what ROM is in it right now. It's an original 1.06 ROM. Who cares right now? We just want to see what we get out of it. Let me go ahead and see if I can't get some isopropyl and some Q-tips and start cleaning up all around the edge, all around the edge, all around the edge. Make sure that none of these are touching each other, and maybe bend them back to where they should be a little bit. Make sure none of those legs have come off the pads. Same here, make sure nothing is really fucked up here, and make sure nothing's really fucked up here, and then we'll start there. Like I said, I can get a heatsink for this. That's no big deal, but I think we should start with this one, only because it's a lot less corrosion than the other one. So let me start that process of getting this all cleaned up, and I'll bring you back. Okay, so after initial cleanup, it doesn't look too bad. I mean, you don't know what's going on underneath the chip, obviously, but just the initial cleanup, everything looks kind of okay. I don't see anything real scary right off the bat. But again, we won't know what's happening until you fire it up. But everything looks okay. A little bit of shit going on there. That side looks alright. As for the CPU, yeah, that's I got a feeling those are touching. Sorry, I don't know why this thing's so out of focus today. But yeah, everything else looks okay. Really have to get in here and really look, but sorry, that's probably in your way. Yeah, everything looks alright. Yep, so I'm gonna go ahead now and I'm gonna bend those pins back in place. I know that doesn't look like it's touching, but no, it doesn't look like it is, but yeah, I know they're not, but that scares the shit out of me. Hopefully that wasn't pulled out of its where it's supposed to be there. Hopefully that's still attached. I will have to go through and make sure those are not off their pads. Focus! Jeez! Anyways, yeah. So, I'm going to do the best I can. Just to straighten those out just a little bit. And then we'll fire it up and we'll see what happens. Okay, I straightened those out the best I can. I'm leaving that alone. As soon as I started to touch it, it looked like it was really, really moving to me. And I don't mean here. I mean here. It looks scary. So I'm going to leave that right there. I mean, I can deal with that. All the rest of these came back really, really well. Right? And as far as I can tell, they're all okay. All right, so let me get set up here, and we'll fire it up, and we'll see what happens. Okay, just harness and power. Well, let's see what happens, right? Hold on to your butts. Oh fuck! It's blinking. Right off the bat, it's blinking. Now this chip down here is going to get super hot, super quick. So let's shut that down. Let's get a video card and let's just see if we get anything on screen. And if that is all, I mean, it didn't look like they were touching, but were they at one point and they just got bounced? Who knows? I don't want to make any crazy assumptions here. Let's just get this on. Let's see what happens now. We have no video output whatsoever. Is that this? Is that this? Harness is in all the way. It ain't that. Okay, we have no video output. That usually means something has gone awry here. Yep, we could, well, obviously we still got something going on here. Just want to see if we can get anything to boot here. Okay, we're okay there. The fact that we, oh, that wasn't in all the way. That wasn't in all the way. Okay, so at least we got, somewhere to start with here, which is that's blinking. So let me shut that down because I don't want that chip getting too warm without a heat sink on it. Which again, that could still be an issue. Let me pull that. Why is that down? Hold on here. What do we got going on? Okay, let me try that one more time here. Just wanted to make sure it wasn't halfway in between a jumper setting here, because it was kind of moved. Nope, we still got nothing. Still got nothing. We'll have to go through and check to make sure everything is okay. All right, so at least, like I said, at least we got a place to start. So I'll swap out this ROM and do a bunch of checking, and if anything changed, I'll get back. Okay, so I thought I'd try something here. How about I hook up a drive just to see if we get hard drive activity? Because when I swap video cards, I have two working cards. They're the same, but they're a different layout. When I put the one video card in, it will not boot. That stays solid. But when I put this video card in, it wants to boot. So I thought, you know what? Okay, let's just see what the hell is happening here. Let me hook up a drive. Let's see what happens here. See if we get some activity. Okay, that's normal. That's normal. I just want to see if it starts checking the drive, like flashing seriously. Uh-huh. Oh, I heard a reset. I heard a reset in the speaker. So it is getting to a point of boot. So, because like I said, it is flashing, right? And we have normal flash down here on status 2. Yeah, I can hear it wanting to boot. I can hear it wanting to boot. But then we get a reset. Okay. So, I'm almost positive that the issue is probably right here. Because this looks okay. I mean, it still could be this one that's missing the heatsink. Yeah, I can hear that reset. I know you can't. Yep, I believe the first step I should do... Sorry, I'm just cooling that chip. Yeah, it's getting to a boot point. And then it's resetting. Okay, let me shut that down. Okay. So, yes, I am going to remove this CPU, clean it all up, the area all up, put this CPU back, and we'll see what happens. Because there's obviously... there's a miscommunication somewhere. And normally, when you have no video, I mean, usually it's either the card or, you know, something. I've also had issues up here that'll stop it from booting. Let me show you. When the sound initializes, if there's an issue here with your Creative Labs or your Creative sound chip here, right, it will also cause a reset during boot, like when it goes to boot up and boot the game. So there's got to be something in this area right here that is causing the issue. And the first thing I'm going to do is start with this because, like all those bent pins and how dirty it was, there could be something underneath the chip that is causing an issue. So let me get prepared. Let me remove this chip. Let me clean it all up. Let me see what happens. Okay, so I just did all that work on this CPU here, and I still get the same thing, and I mean the exact same thing. As you can see, I redid everything. Now either we've got an internal issue with this pin here, right, which I might have to check, right, because I removed the chip and I redid all of it, right? And as for this right here, I went through, sorry, where am I here? I went through and repaired that little bit of issue that was there, right? But again, what I don't understand is there's no video whatsoever. It doesn't matter if it's through here, directly from here to one monitor to the next monitor. One monitor, this one here, won't accept rate VGA. It only likes certain things. The TV up there will accept a bunch of different resolutions. I even tried a different G45 just in case. What is that? U52 or whatever it is, right? Again, we're good here. Like, we're good. Right? We're good here. I don't know, maybe because this took a hit, there is something wrong here, but I am getting proper reset. I can tell everything is working here. It's getting programmed. It's resetting. Everything's doing that. Either we've got an issue here, or somewhere where I can't see, like, is it, because we're not getting anything. I mean, nothing. But it seems like it's acting normal, because even just sitting here, you know, normally it would show up, you know, checking for hard drive 1 2 3 4 5. It goes to, I don't know what it is, 40 50 60 seconds, right? And then it'll come up red writing, no hard drive found, reset via Watchdog, and it'll reset. You can tell it resets by getting the pop. There you go, it just did it. It just reset on its own. And I tell you, that's not getting as, I mean, it's warm, but it's not getting as hot as it usually does. I really don't want to remove this if I don't have to, because I hate charging for things that don't need to be done, because that's fucking ridiculous. I mean, we could still, even this could be bad. It could be bad. I mean, those pins could have been smashed together and it was turned on and shorted it out. There it goes. It just reset again. How can I kind of get like a... Just trying to see if I can replicate that pop so you can hear it. Yeah, there is something wild going on in this. I'm going to have to dig deeper into this one, or put this one off to the side and get the other one going, or, you know, on the bench and see if I can get that one going. I mean, 2 out of 4 for the red is not bad, but I'd rather it be 4 out of 4 or 3 out of 4, not 2 out of 4. But there's definitely something going on here. It's not this resolution dip switch. It's not like it's in any kind of weird mode here. There is definitely something going on here. What exactly, I don't know. Especially since, you know, everything seems okay here. And I, like I said, you see me. You put a hard drive on, you get activity. There, just reset again. Like, it seems to be functioning, but something's a little odd with this one. Okay, so this is now day 2 of this one here. And when I first turned it on, yep, we were still booting, and we still had no video out. Now, all I did was clean this, which has really nothing to do with it. I just wanted to make sure there was nothing caught in here that was stopping the signal. Now we've got nothing. 0. And it's got, I know it's got nothing to do with this. It's got nothing to do with this. Right? You got to remember, this thing did take a hit somewhere. Right? We've already removed this, put this back on. Everything seems to be okay there. But I will tell you this. That is getting, I don't know why I didn't feel that to begin with, but it's getting warm almost immediately. Right? Now I checked. We've got no short between ground and 3.3. Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry. That's this. Sorry. Come on, get off of that. Let's do that one more time. Sorry. No short between ground and 3.3. No short between the 5-volt rail, and no short between the 12-volt rail. So it's not getting warm because it's shorted. There is something else going on here. And like I said, I already cleaned this up. That was all screwed up down here. Right, that leads off to here. But we do have activity on the data lines here. They're just not, it's not resetting. It's not coming out of reset. And I don't exactly understand why exactly that's doing that. Now, I do have a green board that's my own that same thing, and I stopped working on it because it's like, okay, is there something wrong inside here? Again, this is the one that took a hit. You know, it's got no heat sink here. Is there something wrong here? Is there something wrong here? Is there something wrong here? I think I should cut this video short right now and move on to the other one, the one that's got all that corrosion around everything, and see if I can't get that one up and running. Just for shits and giggles sake, I'll plug it in one more time. Right. And nothing. Right, we can always come back to this one later. Yeah, see, it's cold right now, and as it should be. See, now it's not really getting warm. Hold on. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It absolutely is. Not ridiculously short warm. But almost like it's in fucking hyperdrive. Like it's being overclocked. That's what it feels like. Because normally that should stay cold. I mean, it should stay cold. It should be as cold as these RAM chips. Especially on a first boot like this. quickly does that get cold? Yeah. Yeah, it's getting cold already. So again, I think I should cut this one short. Just, so I can get as many of these going as possible for the customer who brought them. Yeah, see, that's cold again. That's stone cold again. Even that one is. Even these two are. And these ones they do get warm. Which I was always surprised that this one didn't have a heatsink as well. But again, they didn't put a heatsink on, or a fan on that, so, and that gets ridiculously warm. Anybody who knows these knows that these get ridiculously warm. I forgot to lock the focus, so I was probably going out of focus there. But yeah, that's stone cold again. Yep, there's just something real funky going on with this one. Yeah, see, that's warm. Again, not crazy warm, not like should be concerned warm, just, yeah, it's definitely warm. Yep, absolutely it is. Again, not even as warm as this one here. But there's definitely something going on here. So, okay, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to end it here, and we'll move right on to the next one. Okay, so we got number 4 here, and just to show you, this is the one that is, I mean, right full of, whoops, over here. We don't want to focus today, or what? Right full of corrosion. Yeah, that is still blurry as hell, but yeah, you see what I'm getting at here. And then, I mean, that doesn't look too bad, but it is. It's pretty nasty. So, the first thing I'm going to do is, I'm not booting it. There's no way I'm starting it up like that, because I have no idea if somebody's already done that or not. So the first thing I'm going to do is just go around here, isopropyl and Q-tips. And I didn't check this one here down here. Let's do that together real quick. I don't know how bad that one is either. That pin's pretty shitty, but I'll go around and check all that, make sure that's okay. And then once I get that cleaned up, I mean, it's pretty much on all sides here on this one. I don't know how, yeah, it's pretty much all over. So when I get that all cleaned up, I'll bring it back, and then we'll do a first boot and see just exactly. It's even up here. Like, it's pretty much everywhere on this board. This one might be a little, sketchy. But anyways, that's what I'll do. I'll go through, I'll clean all this up, and I'll see where this one takes us. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, even after cleaning it, that pin didn't come out too bad, but this is still absolutely horrible. Absolutely fucking horrible. It is bad. And honestly, I don't even think that the camera is even doing it justice, because it is bad. Yes, that is literally after cleaning it. It is that bad. We are not getting a good focus today, are we? But yeah, that is horrible. Same as this chip here. That's literally after cleaning it with isopropyl, a toothbrush, and Q-tips. It's still that bad. This one, unfortunately, is going to be a pain in the ass. I can see it already. I can tell all these chips are going to have to come off. So let's just check right off the bat. Let's make sure we don't have a short anywhere right off the bat. Okay, it doesn't look like we do. Okay, it definitely does not look like we do. So let's do this in real time. Yeah, I don't like any of that. We're not going to do a video card, so we're not even going to bother with the harness. I just want to see what happens. Okay. So it looks like it didn't even restart properly. Yeah, it looks like it didn't even start properly down here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why is that so warm? Let me remove that right now. Let's use this one. None of the other chips felt super warm, but that's probably because they're not booting. But this right here should not be getting that warm right off the bat. That was damn near instantaneously. Let's just remove that for half a second here. Yeah, I already know all this is going to have to come off. All this is going to have to come off. Because it is just that bad. We probably don't have no data on anything here. Well, maybe we do. I don't want to say that. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. At all. We're not even getting reset. That's not surprising. Yeah, nothing. You getting power? Yeah. You getting ground? Yeah. Yeah. We're not even getting reset here. So, okay, I can probably tell right away that this is definitely... Oh, that's stone cold. That is stone cold. So is that, but this, even for being on, that should be getting warm, and that is stone cold. And I do mean stone cold. Yeah, there ain't nothing starting here. Nothing at all is starting. We will have to check this too to make sure that this is okay. Which I will check right now. So let me check this out. Let me make sure we have continuity between everything that's supposed to be from the security chip. And then we'll go from there. I'm telling you, the more I look at this, before I even start to remove chips, the worse it gets. This socket is all corroded. So is this one. It looks like somebody's been in it, because when I got in and looking around, I can tell there's, I don't know if you can see that or not. I can with my naked eye, so the camera should too, but it looks like there's, I don't know. Well, you can see how it's broken for sure. That socket has been moved. You could, well, look at, I can see chunks taken out of it. But the more I look at this, the more corroded everything gets. Where am I here? You can see it all. This. Whew. The only reason I'm complaining is I don't want to waste resources in this guy's time with one that may be beyond repair. I know the only way to go about this is to actually remove these and do it, but man, we're looking at having to remove this to clean this up. This doesn't look too bad. This socket, these rams here, and I mean, you got to be careful with these rams, removing these, because with your hot air machine, it's too hot. The plastic on here will split. You got to be careful. I mean, everywhere I look, there's corrosion literally fucking everywhere. And I do mean everywhere. Mm-mm-mm. I am definitely procrastinating on this one. Only because, again, I don't want to screw them out of, you know, bench fee and stuff like that, and diagnostics. When fuck, the more I look, just the worse it gets. Like, I mean, it is fucking scary bad. Whew. Okay, so I just removed them both. This one doesn't look too bad. Like, it don't look too bad. I don't see anything, you know, where the trace is going underneath look too bad, right? But no, see, this, I knew this was going to be part of it. I mean, you can see just how shitty that is under there, especially right here. I mean, there's 3.3, whoops. There's 3.3 volt rails here and stuff. I mean, when I said it was getting cold, that, oh fuck, is that crusty? Right, that, I know when I go to clean this up, I'm gonna lose traces here. Like, that is fucking horrible. Oh yeah, that is bad. Yeah, we're getting no... I love when it doesn't want to focus some days. Yeah, we can tell just how bad that is. I mean... yeah, there's some shit going on there. But, again... gotta do what we gotta do, right? So let's go ahead and get this cleaned up, and then we'll go from there. Okay, now that I got that somewhat cleaned up, you can see here, like, yeah, that is definitely, like, that's a 3.3 volt rail right there. Yeah, that no focus is getting on my nerves. This right here for sure is, and I don't know what, that's 2 traces, 3 traces right here alone. 1, 2, 3, right? Those are destroyed. Let's see if I can zoom out just a little bit here. See if I can't get you. Like, look how bad that is. I'll check those for continuity once I get these all cleaned up. But, yeah, I got a feeling we're going to lose those. These ones here, yeah, we might lose those too. And then there's one up here. It didn't look so good. That one there. You can see the corrosion through the trace. The black there. Right here, the black through it. So yeah, we'll have to and see how there's multiple pads. Oh, sorry, yeah, multiple pads that have multiple traces going to one via. That's what I'm talking about right here, where there's multiple traces going to one pad. This is just one, but I think this one has 3 if I'm not mistaken. And again, some shit over here, but let me get this cleaned up as well. Okay, so after cleaning this up, oh yeah, I can see why. That's literally after cleaning it up. Oh, come on, you're just not going to focus for me today, are you? It is literally that bad. I mean, here we go. Now she's starting to focus. But yeah, I mean, that's literally after going over it with flux, and this side's not bad. But there are some dark spots. There's one down here. That's that one right there, a little sketchy. But this right here, I mean, it is just an absolute shit show. I mean, this is going to be annoying. Just to show you just how bad that really is. And I mean, that's flat. That's not like, you know, it's not a trick of the light or there's solder bumps. I mean, for example, hold on here. If I take this, like, you'll see it doesn't get caught up on anything. There's nothing there. It's not like it's lumps of solder or it's... That's literally all going to have to be all checked. All these are going to have to be checked. All this is going to have to be checked. I knew this was going to be scary, but it's getting scarier by the second, because that is just horrible. You can just see, I mean, even way back here, just to look at it. You get down close with this, and it looks way, way worse. Well, I just did like a whole 5-minute fucking video and forgot to hit record. So let me do this again. So, let me lock focus there. So, I'm working these vias up and down with this piece of resistor leg from the bottom of the board through to try to clear this out. Now, this via here to this pad is okay. So we're okay there. I'll make sure that's nice and filled in and everything's okay there. This 3.3 volt via that goes to this pad, the trace wire here is broken. Now the via itself is okay from the bottom to here, and then from here to that resistor. So like in the first video there, we can run a trace wire from here to that pad. That's no big deal. But this is destroyed. So I'm gonna have to figure out where this one goes and see if I can't fix that. To here. Where are we here? To here. I may be able to run a K&R wire from where it goes in the bottom of the board to the part of this trace. Just when you do, it's hard for the chip to sit back down because they sit so flush on the board. So yeah, we're gonna have to figure that out. But like I said, this is okay. This one's okay, but there's a ton of corrosion that came out. You can see it on the top here. There's a ton of crap that came off of it. So that's where we're at. Okay, so this is still number 4. First of all, these sockets, they're toast. These sockets are toast. They're bad. So right off the bat, that's not helping. But around U54 here, you can see just how bad it is under here. I already found one trace that belongs to this pad here that goes to here, right? That had to be redone because that one's trashed. But I'm just like, okay, I got to remove this chip. I mean, just look at the shit under here. So I don't know exactly. That via right there runs to pin 1, I believe. Oh, I don't even know if it's pin 1, but it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, pin 9 here. That's completely destroyed. Now, from the other side of the board, it looks like it goes to the last pin, or I don't even know what pin that is, but it definitely goes to this pin here. Let me back up so you can see what I'm talking about. The board's, the way the board's orientated here. It definitely goes to that pin there and that pin here, according to a working one. Well, number 3, the one that boots but no boot and no video. So I don't know if that has to go. I don't know if that's a data line that goes somewhere else as well, because we're not getting, none of the data lines are activated. Like, it's dead. Nothing's even starting. I'm almost thinking I'm going to give up on this one here, and this may be just a parts board. This one is so full of corrosion. I mean, these are the ones that suck. I'm going to try to keep going just a little bit here and just see if I can figure out what's going on in here and stuff like that. I don't even know where that chip went. I mean, after cleaning it off on the top surface layer, yeah, sure, it's fine. Right? But I mean, jeepers, it's bad under there. So what else is stopped? What else is fucked? If that trace was bad, this trace might be whatever ones are running here. I know it's hard to see because I got flux all over the place, but if that one's bad, like, is this one bad that's going to here? Is this one bad? There's lots of possibilities going on here. Okay, so this is board number 4, right? This is what we've been working on here. Board 3 and 4. I think I'm gonna have to give up on this board here. I mean, everything is so corroded. I mean, there's more corrosion than there is board left. So I think just for now, because number 3 does still have potential. Board 3 does have potential. All right, I'm just gonna mark this number 4, right? Number 3 still does have potential, but I'd like to move on because there's so many boards. I don't want to sit around and, waste time on a board that, I mean, after all the trace repair I did under and above, I still get nothing. I mean, the bus is completely dead. It's dead. Now, sure, I may be able to go through and start finding even more traces that are bad, right? But I mean, the sockets are bad. I've already done these two, remove them, put them back, clean them all up, made the trace repairs under here, this trace repair, this. I think it's time to move on to the green board. So, I mean, 2 out of 4 red boards is not bad. They were all dead to begin with, so, I mean, 2 out of 4 red boards isn't bad. And like I said, board number 3, it does, I don't want to say boot, but it does give, no boot, no video. It does sort of boot, but so this, this board does still have potential, right? But yeah, I think we're gonna have to give up on this. So I'll post this video, and then we'll move on to the green boards.